Hey, what's up? What's up, everybody? How is everybody doing? What's going on? This is Unimate in the morning. Welcome, everybody. I got one of my partners on here with me, Miss Marie Ramirez, y'all.
Hey, good
She
morning,
is,
everybody. How's everybody doing? Thank you
what's
for
going
having me
on?
here today.
You doing all right today?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely perfect.
How was the
Yeah.
weekend?
Oh,
I
it's
got I got
started
my
right.
Unimate. Yeah,
Starting right already.
I know that's right. I got mine right here. I'm gonna go ahead and mix mine up. Everybody, this is like the easiest thing in the world. Just open up your Unimate. Got your water ready. I prefer mine hot.
Yeah, I
Pour
got
it in
mine
there.
hot. Believe me, my fingers are.
Just shake it up,
Got my mug.
and we are ready to roll. We're ready to roll. All right. How was your weekend?
My weekend was amazing, dude. It was amazing. You know, sometimes when we don't notice things on the feel great system, but we know that something's different, we just perceive that something's different and you quite can't pinpoint it. That's
Mm-hmm.
how good you feel on the unit on the feel great system that you can't pinpoint it. But you do something that you're careful about not doing to not bring any hurt or pain to you. Um, I was putting on some shoes that I've never worn,
Listen up, ladies.
and I was like, I have to go. I need to put these shoes on because my Adidas, my white Adidas, were just washed, and I have these Nikes that I put up because I don't ever use them, John. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't used them for like, I want to say like 2 years. I haven't used them.
Mm-hmm.
I bought them when I started the Feel Great system. They hurt my little bunion on the side, and I quite couldn't get it removed because the doctor said it wasn't that big. I mean, if you look at it, it's a little tiny little bump, but that there was hurting like tremendously. Couldn't wear heels, couldn't wear tight shoes. I had to shop at Naturalizers, had to shop, special shoes. Um, I put those shoes on, and I tell you what, Friday was amazing. I walked in those shoes all day long. By the end of the day, I sat down. I said, that's what's wrong with me. That's what's right with me. It's not wrong, but I didn't feel any pain, dudes. I
No
didn't feel any
pain.
pain.
No pain. So
No
you can
pain.
you can you can wear your high heels again. Any
Yeah.
other shoes that you were having problems with, that's no longer an issue.
Nope.
And the only change that you made was adding the feel great system.
That's it. Adding the feel
That's
great system.
all right. All right. Wow. Wow. And you know what? That's a common story that I've heard. from other ladies as well. You know, one person in particular comes to mind. She says, "I can be a girly girl again," because she can walk around in her high heel shoes, unlike before.
Exactly.
Hmm.
You can be a girl. You can feel, you know, dressed up. You feel nice again. I mean, that's
Hmm.
part of our dressing. But when you get to the point, as I was getting to that point, I didn't realize what was going on with me. I mean, my weight was going up. Just things were getting falling out of control. And never did I think that it was my weight impacting my you know my feet. I never
Hmm.
thought. And so here we are, and I'm back to normal again. A lot of things are happening.
Cool, cool, cool. Well, today is Monday, and we are going to do today what I call Motivational Monday. We're going to talk about motivation as far as as far as not only improving your health is concerned, but also, hey, you might get into some business topics as well. All right. So I have with me today Miss Marie Ramirez. She's part of my team, and I see we have some other people checking in. I see Miss Rosalinda Thomas. We're going to bring her up in a little bit. Hey, Rosie. Hold on a second. Let's go ahead and add her into the mix here. Hold on.
Oh, I saw her Spanish video yesterday. Oh
There we
my
go.
goodness.
Rosie, how are you doing? You gonna turn your camera on?
Good morning. Good morning. Not just yet.
Not
I
just
just
yet.
want to say good morning and kind of just say hi to y'all and see how y'all were doing. I
All
know
right.
it's a great morning for me again. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, indeed. Amen. Amen. How was your weekend? How was your weekend, Rosie?
My weekend was great. I had to work
Okay. Yep.
for my
Usual.
husband, but yeah, it was great.
Excellent. Excellent. Cool. Cool. Okay. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Um, I want to go ahead and share my screen here. Let's see. Hold on one second, Rosie. I'm gonna turn your camera off a little bit. We'll still be able to hear you from time to time, though. So, what I'm gonna do right now is share my screen. Let's see how this looks here. Give me a second. Yeah, we still like kind of raw with it. This is new. All right.
Yeah, I still don't have my share
Mm-hmm.
button.
It's okay. It's okay. All right. So, finding your why. We hear a lot of people talk about this when you know, talking about what it is you need to do not only to lose weight but with business. They say that's very, very important. You have to know your why. Okay, why it is that you do something. And I found this article here. This blog rather. Let's see, where's the author? I can't find the author. Hold a second. There we go. Dr. Eddie O'Connor, okay, writes this article. I'm going to isolate this. And I'm going to scroll down a little bit, and it says, well, with weight loss, it says it's a process, of course, for reducing body mass, and a lot of people do this. And we're coming up on that time of the year where people start to, make those New Year's resolutions. They start promising themselves, hey, I'm going to improve my health. But, in another article that I read, Marie, they said that by the 12th of January, many of those promises that everybody makes themselves
Hmm.
are broken.
That's right. I can. That was me. That
Hmm.
was me. I mean, you try, your heart's in the right place. Your motivational is there. You're looking for a new year, for a new beginning. And it's not that we don't want to stay on board, it's what we're lacking.
Mm.
You know, that's what I have found these past 2 years. It's not that our heart and our intention is not on it. And, but when you find a feel great system, you're 100% back in the game.
It
Like,
makes it so easy, doesn't it?
like if you were a teen, you know.
You still there? Can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
here. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you.
You can hear me now?
Hmm.
Okay, great. Um, yeah, it's, you have the motivational, you have the mindset, everything is there. Um, but there's one thing lacking in all of this. And to me, I have found it that it's been the feel great system that I've been lacking, um, throughout the whole process in my past time, um, being on the feel great system has allowed me to lower my inflammation, um, gain my flexibility back, sign back up at the gym. I just did that yesterday.
Okay.
I'm ready to go, John. I'm ready to
Hey.
go. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
And when you went to the gym, what was the crowd like? Was there anybody there, or
Oh
was it?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
everybody's getting ready, huh?
Everybody's getting ready. I mean, it's a community. Everybody, I felt like home. I practiced something called DDPY yoga by Diamond Dallas Page,
Hmm.
and it's an amazing yoga program, but it's not your mother's yoga.
Uh-oh.
And when we work out, we rock out. We're listening to crazy music, and it's
Hmm.
amazing. And I felt right at home when I went to that gym, and everybody knew who Diamond Dallas Page was there because I don't want them to think I'm strange.
Well,
you know.
let's focus on this topic about finding your why.
Oh yeah.
In this article, or this blog rather, he says that you finding your why is a personal connection to your goals. That fuels your drive, and also aligns with your weight loss journey. It aligns it with your values and your lifestyle, so it makes the process more enjoyable. And I tend to agree with that. When you have a strong why, a strong reason for doing something, then you're more than likely to achieve the goal. What do you think about that? You agree with that?
Oh, I agree with that. It says whether you start your weight loss journey, finding yourself lost midway. This is you need to have a guide for
Hmm.
your beacon. You need to have that beacon so that you can find your way. It's a journey. It's a journey understanding the motivational process of it, and the key ingredient for that, for the recipe for weight loss, it's to embark into a voyage,
I like
uncovering
that.
the essence of what it truly means to be motivated to lose weight.
Hmm.
And I totally agree with that. Um, there's gonna be days that you don't feel good. There's gonna be
Yeah,
days that but you get right back up and you get back into it.
it's those days, especially when you have to like really focus on your reason for starting in the first place. Because we all have those days when we don't feel like doing what it is that we set out to do. Some days you just don't want to get out of bed. But when you remember your reason for wanting to lose the weight, whether it's something as simple as being able to, look good in the mirror, or something, more health related, like, trying to minimize or lower your A1C, perhaps, reverse your diabetes so you can be around for your kids, your grandkids. Um, those are some strong whys. And for those moments or those days when you don't feel like doing anything, if you focus on those, you're more than likely to go ahead and push yourself through.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hmm. Hmm. I know when in the past when I've and I'm stop sharing my screen for the moment. In the past when I've tried to lose weight, it's always been like, okay, I'm going to lose weight just because I want to lose weight. And whenever that was the case, I just, more times than not, never succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. But there was one time when I was focused on a new job. Everyone that had this job that I wanted was in relatively good shape. It was something where you were um, in the public view. And there was another time when the doctor at the trucking company told me, okay, if you lose this weight, I'll take you off the CPAP machine. And I hate that CPAP machine with a passion.
I
Those
bet.
are some strong whys, you know.
Yeah.
And in both of those instances, I actually lost the weight because I was always focused on it.
Hmm. And you got to realize what are the fundamentals of weight loss in the process of reducing the body mass. You got to know those concepts, and what are the myths and what are the factors that play into weight loss. And what does it involve? Like body nutritional needs. It's not just saying weight loss. Um, the misconceptions of quick fixes and miracle diets that promise those things. How to have a sustainable weight loss and not a temporary regimen or fad diet. It's all about making long term lifestyle changes with it.
Hmm.
It also includes eating a healthy, balanced meal, habits, regular physical activities, adequate sleep, and managing stress. Um, and sometimes that is the tricky part right there, when we have all those symptoms and we do not know how we got there, but we have them. And how
Hmm.
can we fix those problems? You know, um, it's a journey of healthy weight loss. It promotes a positive self image when we have that self esteem. Um, but more importantly, it's a linear process. There's going to be ups and downs, and entire it's going to be entirely normal to have ups and downs
Hmm.
throughout the whole process, you
Yeah.
know um, and it's all how we view it, how we view our journey, how we embark in the journey of weight loss, and how we are going to embody this so that we can have that success that we're looking for. And that's exactly what I've done with the Feel Great system.
Yeah, exactly. And you mentioned like the stress that comes along with, going, embark on a weight loss journey. This Unimate is great for helping you to manage those stress levels because of the yerba mate that's in it. I mean, it has all those vitamins and nutrients needed to sustain life, but it also promotes, healthy well-being, boosts your mood, stamina, endurance. Plus, it suppresses your hunger. Anybody that's ever tried intermittent fasting and did like I did and pretty much crashed and burned, just couldn't do it. Try some Unimate. You'll be surprised at how easy it becomes. You might notice I have a link on the screen here. I gotta get used to this screen bit, Mary. Got a link on the screen here. This is to Marie Ramirez's website. Okay, if you're interested in the Feel Great system, definitely go visit her. You can order it from there at youfeelgreat.com/c and all those letters and numbers behind it. Put that in. You'll see Marie Ramirez right at the top of the screen. Order the Feel Great system today, before the beginning of the year. Don't just go into January and say, okay, I'm going to lose weight and not have the tools to help you get there. Okay. You really, really want this. You
And
really, really do.
yeah, we really want, the Feel Great system has done so much for my family, for your family. Um, there's not a day that we don't get up and run straight to our tea, in the
That's right.
morning.
That's
Yeah.
right. Well, we're gonna bring our colleague back on, Miss Rosalinda. She still doesn't have her camera on. It's okay. Rosie, did you want to chime in on any of that? I might have caught her by surprise again.
No, okay.
I'm
She's
so
probably.
sorry. I'm trying to make breakfast here for my husband, trying to get ready here, and I guess I should have came in until afterwards. But
Oh,
anyway,
it's okay.
I noticed that you had put why in. I'm like, I have my why. I really do have my why in both areas, health
Mm-hmm.
and business. My why
Okay.
is because of my health, of course, and the business is because I want to retire my husband.
Mm, that is a
So
good one.
that is my why.
Mm-hmm.
And
Cheers.
sorry, but I'm over here trying to cook at the same time. But it's well, this thing, okay, that's my why because with a feel good, I was noticing that these are the best tools anybody could ever have. Why? Because it's so hard to maintain, what do you call it, a diet, or everybody that starts something new every year to lose weight and everything. And my
Hmm.
why is like, man, these are the best tools anybody could have to help you to maintain that. So I just wanted to say that and tell y'all that, I don't have that much, of pictures to show of my weight loss, because to begin with, I had purchased this from my diabetic, and I'm glad that I'm off two insulins and one high blood pressure pill. So I'm thinking by, next year, I'll probably be off of them, and I just hope I do, because I know
What
with this tea that we drink every day and the balance that we do every day, it's gonna become something that we really can help a lot of people and know that it's there to help you.
you mentioned diabetes when you started, Rosie. What was your A1C? Do you remember?
Yes, it was a 8.9. Well,
8.9.
I've been in my journey for about 5 years, but now with the field grade, it's just been so easy for me to try to help myself do what I'm doing. It was at 8.9, and it went down from 8.9 to a 6.7. And I
6.7.
was like, wow, and that was just in a month and a half. I was like, wow, 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 because everything that I've done, supplements of all kinds in the past, I've never had anything really worked.
Were you on medications as well as the supplements?
Yes, yes. I used a
And
lot
you've
of
been on it
supplements,
for.
a lot of medication, all kinds of little leaf for this, a supplement for this, a capsule for that. It was terrible. I had heating pads in my back pain because I had a lot of issues with my back pain. And I thank God, because this has made it a lot easier for me, because I couldn't even bend down. I was in
Yeah,
so much pain for a year and a half.
and just
And
in
I
a
saw
month
my
you
mother
have.
struggle. I saw my mother struggle with the diabetic. And my son told me, Mom, we don't want you to go through the same thing. You need to do something for yourself. You need to love yourself. And I'm like, you know what, son, you're right. So that's why I started making some changes,
Mhm.
because my kids were like, Mom, you need to do something for yourself. And I'm like, okay, okay, I'm going to get back on the wagon. We all fall off the wagon, right? But I'm like, okay, I guess I got to do something again. So I'm great to know that I'm doing something for myself. And I think it's because my mother's helping me now that she's not here. She's guiding me. Like, you got to do this. You got to do this. So
Yeah,
she's pushing me. Let's just say she's pushing me.
I like that. All right, definitely. Amen to that. But congratulations on that. Wow, from a 8 point, what's it, 8.7 to a 8.3 to a
She
six point
has a
seven.
tremendous story, and I listened to what Rosie's saying, that you got to take care of yourself. You gotta, you know, um, make some changes. Um, but sometimes when we're there and we're lost in the middle of all that chaos, our health and everything, because pain doesn't allow you to think straight. It really
Mm-hmm.
doesn't.
It doesn't. It
I'm
doesn't.
very familiar with that, and. And where do you find I mean, where do you find those answers, that that regimen that you're looking for? We know roundabout how to, but we don't know 100% how to get there out of that hole.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you, as I found the feel great system, and I seen so many people changing on the feel great system, I was like, could that be real? And could that be real? And I mean, and here I am walking, exercising all on my own, you know, not having a lot of success, but somewhat, doctors are not going to fill in the gaps for you. You got to fill in the gaps for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and I tell you what, we stumbled upon something great here, that it's making waves in six and across the world right now.
If there's one thing that I'm hoping that everybody that's watching, whether they're on Facebook or YouTube or watching this on the replay, one thing I'm hoping that they picked up from that, and if you're watching the replay, you can go back and listen to it again. That Rosie said, because we were talking about your why.
Hmm.
She watched her mother struggle with diabetes and lost her life to it. Um, Her why was she didn't want to go through the same thing. Not only that, but her kids were telling her also, you got to do something for yourself. You know, if that's not a strong why, I don't know what is. And already just in a month and a half, her A1C has come down about 2 points.
Wow, that's
Mhm.
amazing. Yeah, knowing your why. We have a similar story, me and Rosie. I seen my stepmom go through the whole notions of dialysis and seeing her pass away from it. And feeling that I can dip into that pain every time that I feel that I'm being ridiculed by the system, that I'm getting the no's, that I'm getting all those negative comments, or people just don't follow through. They say they are and they're not. But I always dip into that pain of my why, and it's hard, and it's so sad to say that I have to, that I have that pain. But we all have a lot of pain in our lives, and we've seen and we've gone through so many things, and I have to dip in that why so deep in there and bring out my why every day to be real with this product, because I've seen at first hand the impotency, the how you feel impotent when someone is in pain, and all you're doing is shooting them gabapentin,
Mm.
their insulin, they're taking them to dialysis, and nothing is making a difference in their life. Nothing. It's like seeing somebody being prolonged to their death. You
It's
know,
sad.
it
It's sad. It
it's
really is,
it's really sad. And
because
it's like,
you're watching them decline,
yeah,
and everything that is supposed to be helping
it's not.
is not.
It's not, and that's my why. Same as
Hmm.
Rosie, um, that is the drive force behind my feel great system.
Right, right. Wow, wow. You know, when I started, of course, my why was, I started seeing a lot of people pass away. People that I'd grown up with, they were in similar situations, and you can't convince me otherwise. But I strongly feel like I was on my way towards something. Um, Diabetes, high blood
Oh yeah.
pressure. I mean, my blood pressure was already going up. I could measure, I could see it going up. I was waking up with headaches almost every day. I knew something was going wrong.
Hmm.
Um, Not only that, but with COVID, coming or seemingly coming to an end,
Hmm.
um, I wanted to, travel again. And those airplane seats get kind of tight, you know.
Yeah, getting kicked off of a ride in Fiesta, Texas was the walk of shame for me. I was like, oh my goodness.
What? He got kicked off a ride. Oh, wow.
I did. I did. I remember I did, and I had small children. I couldn't keep up with, and I was like, yeah, I was like, you know what? I need to make a change. I need to this is not me, this is not me, it's never been me,
Hmm.
but coming out of COVID, yeah, yeah, it
Wow.
made it real. It made it very real.
Hmm. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Wow. I was on the Air France flight, and before taking off, I noticed the stewardess was standing very, very close to me, and as soon as everybody seems has seemingly gotten settled, she came up to me and offered me a more comfortable seat should one become available. I thought that was nice, but I also thought it was rather curious because they had already said numerous times over that this was a full flight. I'm like, okay, I don't know how they're gonna, perform this magic, but where are they gonna find an extra seat? You you know.
Yeah.
And when on the return trip, it happened again. So I'm like, okay, I know what's going on. They're looking for the fattest person on the plane, and they're just, making nice with them. And yeah, I was, needless to say, slightly offended. Hmm. I didn't notice it happened to anybody else, just me.
Well,
Just me.
a lot of embarrassing moments did happen. I went to a car show. I loved going to car shows, and I got into a what do you call those slingshot vehicles?
Hmm.
I tell you what, I got in, and I mean, I wasn't seeing myself that way, over you know, I was just young, spirited mind, you just getting in the vehicle. And when it came to get out of the vehicle, yeah, pull me out of the vehicle.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
those some
because it
embarrassing
was
moments.
really low, and then I had to like maneuver out of it. Yeah, it was not fun. And I saw people standing in front of the vehicle laughing, and they were
Mm-hmm.
laughing at me. And I was like, oh crap,
Mm-hmm.
I'm that person they're
Yeah,
laughing at.
yeah, yeah.
And yeah, and then I said, okay, this is gonna change, this
Mm-hmm.
has to change.
All right, reset and room. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, you can type in the chat if you got any comments to make. We're gonna shift gears a little bit. One, we're talking about your why. This is Motivational Monday. Whether it's with weight loss or with business, if you want to succeed at anything, you have to have a why. Why is that you want to lose weight? Why is it that you're trying to reverse your diabetes, lower your blood pressure? Why is it that you want to start a business? We're going to talk a little bit about that next. But first, I want to bring up, let's see here, the name of our company that we represent. This is Unicity International. That's our company. It's one of the newest facilities located in Las Vegas, Nevada. Unicity is also used to be known as Rexall Drugs. 2001, they were Rexall, merged with Enrich and became Unicity. And in 2006, Mr. Stuart Hughes became the owner of the company. He was top distributor and has over 3 decades of experience in the wellness industry. Unicity under his leadership has become completely debt-free and is also known as one of the top 500 privately held companies in the United States. And we do business in over 60 countries and support over 20 different languages. And Unicity's sole mission, hey, look at that handsome guy right there, is to make life better. Now, the wellness industry, from what we understand, is on track to become a $1 trillion industry over the next few years and is predicted to create quite a few brand new millionaires. And if you're a part of Unicity, if you're in a distributor rather, or considering being a distributor, and you want to succeed, you also have to have a strong why. Also have to have a strong why. Why is it that you want to start a new business? Maybe it's to pay that extra bill. Maybe it's to go on vacation. Maybe it's like what Rosie said. She wants to retire her husband. You know, those are some strong whys for one to bring in some extra money. Um, my strong why is, to get my time back.
Yeah, you're right. My strong why is, to bring Papa home, Let's
Hmm.
have some family time, He's worked a lot. He's away too long, So yeah, that's my strong why, having more, bringing my husband home.
Hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, that's definitely a strong why. And maybe some people that are watching have some similar whys. I'm going to bring up another news story and share my screen again. Let's see here. To get this going again, y'all. This is, bear with me. This is still new technology that we're playing around with. So let's see. Here we go. Share my screen. All right. And this article is actually on LinkedIn, and the guy says, "Knowing your why is the secret to success." Okay. And I'm going to scroll down to these bullet points here, and let's look at some of these. It says to grow in life, we need to clarify or understand our why. And here's why it's important, in our work life. The why motivates you. I mean, it does. When you're thinking about bringing your husband home off the ship, I mean, that's definitely motivating, right?
Exactly.
Hmm. It keeps you focused, and helps you to live your life with passion. You're focused on one goal. We have a 1% mission with Unicity. That's our why. To help at least 1% of the population, you know, get on the path towards ridding themselves from diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, neuropathy, neuralgia, Crohn's colitis, fibromyalgia, and so many other diseases, chronic diseases even, that are preventable. That are preventable. And this next one, your why is yours alone. I mean, there's no right or wrong answer to what your why can be, but whatever it is that you're passionate about, listening to both you and Rosie, when you're talking about bringing your husbands home, I mean, nobody can probably understand or feel the amount of passion that you have behind that why.
Correct. Yeah. It's your own journey. It's something that you're gonna, everybody's why is different.
Hmm.
And it's a personal thing, you know, to have your own why, but to understand that why and how to dip into it, that's another story as well.
Yeah, I was listening to my wife pray this morning. Um, and one of the things that I kind of keyed in on, she was saying that John works so hard. He works so hard. He tries so hard. He works so hard. You know, and she was just asking for or praying for my success.
Hmm.
You know, um, so that's definitely a very very that's a good example of of passion.
Yes.
She's watching me, and I'm pretty sure you and Rosie are doing the same things with your husbands. You're watching how hard they work.
Yes, we do.
Hmm.
It's something that that we see, and we pray for them. We pray for their safety. We pray for their safe return home. Yeah, it's a strong why.
Yeah. Hmm. This last bullet point, a clear why helps you to attract more into your life. After you discovered your why, you'll find out that you're able to attract more abundance. And the Bible speaks about abundance. I mean, we're God's children. We're supposed to be living in abundance.
Yeah.
You know. Hmm. I heard. I'm going to try to get these words correct, but I heard somebody say, I think it was Myron Golden, say something about a lot of people think that money is evil. You know, but that couldn't be further from the truth.
Hmm.
Okay, and we've all heard the saying, about money being the root of all evil. But when you look up that verse, it says the love of money is all evil. Okay, so what you do with the money. If your focus is just on money for the money, then there could be something wrong with that. But if your passion lies somewhere else, you know that money will make it easier to achieve. Then hey, there's nothing wrong with that. So go get it.
Right. Right.
Go get it. Hmm.
I was listening to what Mr. Hugh was saying the other day, about being a successful person in financial services and in stocks, and he did not feel 100% satisfied after he achieved that. Anybody can achieve, money, but it's your legacy it was his legacy that he was worried about. It's what he wanted to be known for. What did he give back to the community?
Hmm.
I was like, that's exactly where my why lies in. I know that um, with business, everything comes to success and money and everything, but it's what's behind that. It's really helping people, and that's being in service of people. That's what I that's my passion, being in service
Hmm.
for people, you know, um, just helping other people.
Right,
It,
right, and all those are very very admirable examples of having a why when it comes to business.
mhm.
Um, so if joining this community is something that you've ever considered, um, hey, come talk to us. Come talk to me. You can talk to Marie. You can talk to Rosie. Anybody that's in the Unicity community. And I want to put this out there, especially for those watching that live in the Houston area. I want to extend a invitation to you to a meeting that we're going to be having this coming Saturday. It's coming Saturday. Because Houston is like the fourth largest city in the country. We've got well over 300,000 people here dealing with diabetes, about 650,000 people dealing with hypertension. And get this, 1.6 million people, Marie. 1.6 million
That's a lot of people,
that
John.
are struggling with their weight. I mean, the city itself is 2.3 million. 1.6, that's more than half, if I'm doing the math correctly, isn't it?
Yeah, let me
More,
tell you something. Last night I had a very interesting call, very, very interesting call. And you would think um, that she would have the answers. She found me on TikTok. I share my journey 100%. I share my journey, how I get up, how I do this, what I eat, how I feel, and she saw that last night, and she reached out to me. She's been following me for a while, and this is a beautiful person. Her name is, I'm not gonna say her name, but um, she's a nurse,
okay.
you know, and she's over 300 pounds. Um, was very skeptical at first, when we started talking about how is this going to help me. So we got Miss Lavanya, another nurse, because they talk their lingo.
Right,
So
right.
that's an amazing team that we have, and they were able to, she was able to break it down for her and use her. She's like, I'm a nurse. I shouldn't be this big. I know better. And everything they're giving her, she's had to say, no, I don't want this. I don't want this medication for this. I don't want that. So she has other supplements that she's taking. And it's so crazy because she's taking other supplements versus medicine. I mean, what does that tell you? Our industry is not for curing, it's to keep you there.
Yeah,
And I am so happy that by my journey I'm finding these people, and they're coming in, and we just can't wait to see her journey. Just
yeah.
can't wait to see her journey.
I don't want to. I don't want anybody to get the wrong impression. We definitely do need doctors. We need
We
nurses.
do.
But
The
there is
right
something to.
doctors, John.
Yeah, there is something to be said about our healthcare system. I've heard some people refer to it as our sick care system. Um, I try not to really get into conspiracy too much,
Yeah.
but you have to kind of wonder why the Food and Drug Administration are under the same roof. You know, we know that the food that we eat can cause insulin resistance, which typically does not get talked about.
Yeah.
Um, and you can be insulin resistant for years, 10, 15, 20 years before you finally diagnose as having something like diabetes or some other chronic disease.
Come to
Um,
find out, John, I was insulin resistant at the age of 14, 15 years old.
I believe it. I believe it. And it just grows and grows, and it expands, and we just go on about our lives, and finally years later, oh,
It
Miss Ramirez, you're
explodes.
pre-diabetic.
Yeah. I'm not
Hmm.
saying doctors. I have my favorite doctors that I love, that are working very diligently to help out.
Hmm.
Um, I haven't followed him. He followed me a couple of days ago. He followed me on my TikTok, and I'm like, oh, the doctor followed me. His name is Doctor Valencia.
Cool.
Yeah,
Shout out to
that
Dr.
was like
Valencia.
Dr. Valencia. I mean, he's here in Houston. He's an amazing doctor. He's not gonna he's gonna tell you what to do, but he's not gonna give you a pill. So
Nice.
yeah, I
Nice.
like him. I like him.
Hmm.
My hats off to him. It was an honor to get followed by him on my TikTok, and I was like,
Hmm.
wow. I was like,
Cool, cool.
wow. So, and
So
to
you,
have a nurse, two nurses under me,
yeah,
I mean, because we are on the PDR.net. We are also
exactly,
on the PDR.net.
exactly.
So these doctors are looking in, and they're wondering, this supplement? Yeah.
I mean, when something's in the PDR, I mean, you know that the research has been done on it.
Yeah.
I mean, and everybody, you can like get on the field grade system and tell your doctors, hey, it's in the PDR. They will look it up. And I've not heard anybody tell the story about that where the doctor says, no, I don't like this. No, they always say, oh, wow, keep doing
Yeah. Keep doing it.
Mm-hmm. It's in there, y'all. You know what I mean? But typically we get on the food, we get sick, we go to our doctors who send us to Big Pharma, and these pharmaceuticals that we get many times will say on the bottle must be taken with food,
With food.
which is what's making us sick in the first place. So
Exactly.
you
It
find
is.
yourself
Yeah.
getting caught in a vicious cycle.
Exactly.
A vicious cycle. Marie mentioned the PDR.net, so I am going to once again share my screen. Here we go, right here. If you type in Unicity, and this is the PDR, the Physician's Desk Reference, currently known as the Prescriber's Digital Reference, you can see that Unicity has about 18 different products in the PDR. And here's what we're drinking right now. It's Unimate.
Mm-hmm.
When you look it up, there are no side effects here. A lot of times, you'll see something that says adverse reactions, but there's nothing here. There is a safety and warning section, but the only thing it talks about is if you have a caffeine sensitivity. Other than that, it's very, very well tolerated, and boom, there it is, right there in the PDR. Right there. You're not going to find Metamucil in here. You're not going to find Citracel. You will find something like Metformin. You'll find that in here. Let's just click on that one. And as I said earlier, here's this adverse reaction section.
A lot, right?
Mm-hmm. I was presenting the field rate system to a friend just the other day, and he was telling me about the blood pressure medication that he's on. And I pulled up the medication in the PDR,
Mm-hmm.
and because he told me some of the things that he was experiencing, and sure enough, he said, I don't know why, but whenever I would get out of the car, it's like all of a sudden I feel like I'm going to lose my balance. And he described other instances where something similar happened as well. So I pulled up the PDR, I showed him the adverse reaction. And sure enough, in the list was extreme dizziness.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sad, that we have so many pills but you have a consequence. It'll do this for you, but you're gonna get this. And it's like, oh my God, why would we take that,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I understand we have to take some medication, but not for life. I'm not the for life girl.
Not with something that has side effects like
No.
those, dude.
And you know
Definitely
what?
not.
I didn't know anything about metformin. When I was younger, I would take it, and I did all right. But when they incremented the dosage to 1,000, um, I chunked those pills. I said, I am not taking this. It's messing up my stomach. And I called my doctor and I said, I cannot take this. Is there something else you can give me? He's like, no, that's it. I said, okay. I just pour the bottle out. I said, I'm not doing this.
Wow.
I did. And I talked to my sister. She's a nurse, and she's like, don't take that. It's just a band-aid. You already know what to do. Yeah, I know what to do. I have to eat right. I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to work out. But Feel Great System has made it so easy for me to
Extremely
stay
easy.
on track. You know,
Extremely
um,
easy.
yeah, it's been so easy for me to stay on track, fast, and have one meal a day, and versus sometimes I have two meals a day depending on what my day is. I don't
Mm-hmm.
eat. Maybe I'll eat two times a day if my hubby's around because you tend to get happy. He's in town and
Mm-hmm.
you're just having a great time and you're eating. Eating is a part of you know that is a God-given gift that we have, but
Yeah.
we have to use it right, don't misuse it. I mean, we have wonderful taste buds and we want to taste those amazing foods we have out there and have a great time with our families and everything, but we don't want to have the high impact of those carbohydrates in our body. And that's where the Feel Great system comes in, and it just, helps stop the absorption of those carbohydrates going into your bloodstream and
Yeah.
spiking your insulin.
Definitely slows it down. All that fiber feeds your good gut bacteria, keeps you full for a long time. And here's something that really tripped me out in the beginning. It keeps you from overeating. It
Hmm.
keeps you from overeating. I
It
went to,
does.
I
It
remember
it
going to
keep,
one of my favorite barbecue places, and I never walk out of that restaurant with a to-go box. I did this time. I
I'm
definitely
telling
did.
you, I'm not good at buffets no more. It's crazy, but we just
Mm,
can't do buffets no more. My family and I, we love um uh Chinese food, Vietnamese food, but no, we cannot. We cannot. And
right, right.
we have a favorite place out in Bel Air. It's called Kim Sum Dim Sum. Have you ever heard of it?
I believe so. Yeah.
I
Hmm.
love going there. I take my time when I go there because I really appreciate the food and the culture and everything. And I take my time and I eat and we'll have a good time. But we're just not all about mounds and mounds of food. It's like no, we just
Hmm.
it is what it is. We enjoy it. We have a great time.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Okay, we are about we've been going for about 50 minutes right now, so we're gonna go and start winding this down. But I really, really do want to stress for this weekend, Houstonians, if you are in Houston, get with Marie over there, get with Marie, get with myself, find out about what's going on this weekend. We have a big push that we're gonna make in 2025. Y'all been watching us go all around the country, from Corpus Christi to Las Vegas, North Carolina, Columbus, Georgia, San Diego, California, many other places, doing these mega meetups. And I'm talking about the entire team: Bakersfield,
Mhm.
California, Columbus, Ohio. We're making the rounds, but you know what? We have not done it yet here in Houston, Texas. That's about to change.
Yeah.
That's about to change. It's going to be so massive, extremely massive, to the point where I'm going to put this out there. If you have ever thought about, starting a business, come talk to us. Not only do you want to be in on the ground floor of this opportunity, but I'm not trying to paint any kind of pie in the sky scenarios here. If you have that extra financial hump that you're just trying to get over, we can help you get there. The Feel Great system has not only shown itself to be a bridge, bridging the gap from where you are to where you want to be with your health, but for many people, it has been the exact same thing for their finances. Okay, so come on and join this community, be a part of this team, and we need your help. The fourth largest city in the country, 2.3 million residents here. We can't do it all alone. Okay, so if that's something that interests you, again, get with Marie Ramirez, get with myself, anybody else on the team. Say, hey, I want to be part of this Houston movement. We're going to do something about the number of people here dealing with diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, and all the other chronic diseases.
Thank you, John. Yeah.
Mhm.
It was a wonderful day, Monday mornings, and we're also having our Zoom tonight. Um, our 7 p.m. Monday Zoom. So get connected with us. We will have the information on Facebook, on TikTok, when we talk about the Feel Great system, what it can do for you and how it works, and we get to listen to some amazing testimonials as
Yes,
well.
indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. All right. All right. So, again, thanks for joining me on Unimate in the morning. Glad to have you. The
You're welcome.
Rosie.
Thank you for the invite, and thank you so much, Rosie.
Yes, indeed.
And Miss Rosie is doing her Spanish TikToks. I was like,
All
oh my goodness.
right.
Yeah, she's doing great. Yeah. Even
Felicidades.
though, yeah, I mean, my forte is um, English, but I do speak Spanish. But I
Mhm.
need to, you know, we do speak Spanish in this team as well.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hablamos español. Okay.
Hablamos español para la
Hmm.
comunidad aquí, Houston.
Her a lot better than I do. Mucho mejor que yo. All right. All
Bueno,
right.
John, have a
All right.
great day, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Y'all be sure to follow Marie on TikTok, Facebook, everywhere on social media. Come follow me as well. You see the ticker. You see all my addresses down here at the bottom. I do appreciate each and every one of y'all. Share this this stream. Share this on your Facebook page. Link it to WhatsApp. Send it out to people. And hey, we're gonna make this happen, especially if you're in Houston. Come and help us out. Be glad to have you. Y'all gonna feel great.